Yeah, right. The broadcast is live. Let me see. You send the link. That's no. I just
Yeah,
waited till you put the link in the Wait until you put the link in the chat. I don't know if all you have to forward it to any other people too. So
where they could see it, YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, we live now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we start now. All right. Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Keston Thomas, representing the Future Sound Movement. Today, this is the first installment of the sit down, where we will be discussing the Sound Clash fraternity, the issues affecting the Sound Clash. Today we have Akini representing Tech Nine Movements. We have Cleve representing Wildfire Song. We have Cohen representing Black Diamond. And we have Rayvon representing Culture Blend. So as I say, good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Once again, and extend to the world. Before we go into anything, I just want to touch on this. The history of the Sound Clash industry in Trinidad and Tobago. Or you could correct me if I'm wrong. To my recollection, it started with DJs like Chinese Laundry, Juice Crew, Teddy Mohammed, like in the late 80s into the 90s. And then it came the bigger generation, that is Jugglers, Matt C. Miller, Radioactive, Cell Construction, that era. And then the generation now, like the Tech Nines, the Culture Blend, Taurus movement, you know, that era. So I miss out anything? That are correct so far?
Yeah, we're down the right lane now.
Yeah, right. So first thing I wanted to say is, why is it so difficult for sponsors? Why is it so difficult for sponsors to come on board with events like this in Trinidad and Tobago? What are your views? Cleve, I don't know if you could start it.
Oh, I guess the structure of the Sound Clash industry doesn't really lend itself to show sponsors exactly what it is they're getting. You know, it's like, yeah, you want me to sponsor. What am I getting for my sponsorship? Whether it be cash or product or what it is. I think that's probably one of the main reasons. You know, I don't know what the other guys might think.
Can you have anything to add?
Well, my first question is, what do you consider sponsorship? Because what I consider sponsorship, somebody else might not consider sponsorship, right? If I go to a company and they're selling T-shirts and they give me 4 T-shirts, I don't really consider that sponsorship. To me, that comes like you're donating to the promotion or something like that. But I don't consider that sponsorship. And sponsorship to me also comes in alignment of, let's say, a company or a brand or something like that. The brand itself associates itself with your promotion. You understand? Because sometimes it might have events, I see people saying sponsorship, but when you actually speak to the brand managers have no idea what promotion it is you're talking about. You understand? So it would be that sometimes the brand might be just be doing some donating, things like that, but I don't consider those things sponsorship. You understand? If, for example, what I would consider sponsorship is something like, let's say, like the Guinness Fully Loaded in Trinidad, where you actually see that Guinness associated brand with that brand as well. You understand where I'm coming from? And it's not just a matter of
Yeah.
Guinness dropping 6 cases and saying, here what? We give only 6 cases. Right? But some people, they might get 6 cases and then they would write on the flyer, they get sponsored by Guinness. Which to me, I mean, I could be wrong and I stand corrected, but I do consider those things sponsorship.
Let me ask this question. You see, like how it have some big DJ who have a sponsor, which is Mighty Crown.
Mm-hmm. We can still right here in Trinidad and only come like Private Ryan as a DJ has sponsorship from Digicel. Right? So you see when Digicel is running their promotions, they will promote him as well. You understand? So it comes like he's associated with the brand. You understand? And then it have some people, like for instance, last carnival, they like DJs as well from B-Mobile. You'd have a few DJs got free phones from B-Mobile, and B-Mobile used them to kind of promote the B-Mobile brand through the carnival season, right? But if you really check it out, it wasn't really the same. It wasn't basically the same thing, because sometimes when you get sponsorship, it always have some kind of sponsorship. Is not just a matter of donation; it's a matter of monetary something that you get from the company, or it comes like you're into a contract with the company as well.
Well, I will say a little bit, Akini, that anything that you get could be considered sponsors, right? Because if you're doing an event and somebody print 100 T-shirts, right, is a product sponsorship, right? Sponsorship, as you said, come in many different forms, right? So it could be monetary, right, and it could be product wise. It could be, a different number of things, right? And as you're saying, being able to put, Guinness in front of it, or a particular brand in front of it, that is I guess brand sponsorship. So brand sponsorship will be, Mackerson, whoever, So the question was why it is people not giving any, or why it is companies are not coming on board to sponsor Songclash events. I think, as I said before, it's more or less along the lines that they're looking for value for what they're giving the clash industry. Okay, so I give you this, and then what do I get? It's not a donation. They pay in and they want something in return. I think, is that the question you're asking, Keston? Why it is the sponsors are not coming on board to spend some money with the Songclash industry?
Yes, Cleve.
Okay.
No, Wildfire. I would say that I wouldn't say sponsors not coming on board, right? Because
for example, look for Carnival. For Carnival, they're quick to come on board. All the big.
No. What I just going to say is that sponsors is not that sponsors not sponsoring Clash per se, because it has certain Clash promoters who would get sponsorship from Clash. My thing is that Trinidad is such a messed up place, and I don't know if things will ever change, right? It's just a matter in Trinidad. It's always a matter of who it is and who you're associated with, right? And until your brand is like a very big established brand, sponsors will never want to jump on board just off their own free will. You understand? But let's say, for instance, if you're a person that you're out there and you just be dealing with certain people, it is never issue to get sponsorship from certain people. You understand? But as an average person, you sending a letter to a company to sponsor, it could be Clash, it could be a normal party, it don't be Songclash alone, You're not gonna get that sponsorship until you have any weight to your name or to your brand. That's just my take.
So Akini, what are you saying? You see, sell yourself to the companies?
Well, will you break up? Let me give you an example, right?
And
I'll use my brand Song This Sunday as an example, right? If it
that what you saying?
I use it. I didn't hear what it is you asked, but I giving you an example, right? Now, let's say, for instance, now everybody knows Spartan and I, we do Song This Sunday in Trinidad, right? No, you think personally, the reason why I say with connections and who you are, right? if I personally go into Slam and say I want X amount of spots to do
Yeah.
Sounded Sunday, I might never get a response. You understand? But Spartan could come and do the same exact thing and he would get a response. So sometimes it's not just a matter of the promotion or clash or what it is. It's just a matter of who it is actually is the middle person, who it is the person making the link. Because in Trinidad, as I said, is a messed up place. People is only deal or want to do things with people who they know or they feel they're associated with. They don't just jump out and do anything just like that. They don't even give you, most of the time, they don't even give you an ear to listen to what it is you're talking about unless you have a link.
Okay.
My whole take on this sponsorship thing is, to me, if the sponsors not seeing the event beneficial to them, they're not gonna do it. Back in the days when Clash was a hype, they would do it because everybody on that, so the brand will be recognized, and they would boost off at the event. Right now,
Right.
Clash come like Clash come like nothing in Trinidad. So it come like they investing in nothing. They have no returns, whether it be money, whether it be advertising, whether it be what. It come like they investing without a return. So they're not gonna do it, as Akini say, unless you have a name or a proper link with that person willing to help you. They're not gonna do it.
Black Diamond, you could use, for example, going back to what I said a while ago. Look at Fully Loaded, that when Fully Loaded was in Trinidad, like 2 years ago or something like that. You can recall how many sponsors that event had?
It had a
Was
I
it
can't
a
remember
clash?
everything. Though.
But it had a lot of sponsors and big sponsors,
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. So it wasn't a matter of they not sponsoring Class, it was a matter of who approached them. And if they considered it just as you say beneficial to them, then they will jump out. And it comes like any other promotion, because me as a promoter or you as a promoter, if it is certain sponsors don't know us, Diamond, you could go and try a normal party now in any club if things was open up. And the same thing would apply, And so to me, it's not really a clash thing, it's just a matter of who it is you are and who's your links.
How big your brand is.
Well, it's not. Well, my experience, and I listen as what everybody was saying. My experience, and some wouldn't really know because I'm not really, So let me just plug in my laptop because let me just plug in this up. From 2002, when I did my first event in Trinidad, from 2002. From that time till now, we've been trying sponsorship. And it was never successful. I did dance with Judah, big shows with Judah and Black Chariot. I did Red Rat, bring Red Rat to Trinidad with Bachelor Entertainment. I did Merciless, bring Louis Colton every 4 times. We try sponsor and we never get through. And my experience with that is just basically what Akini was saying.
And those
in the network
was not clash events. They were
none of them were clash events.
That's my point.
And when we run up, I ain't gonna get into the detail, but when we run up with certain sponsorship, if it ain't going through these certain people, you're not getting through.
Correct.
Right? And even to separate the topic with the sponsorship and donation and all these different things, also added to what Akini said pertaining to doing an event and they give you 4 or 5 t-shirts and they might give you 2 cases of Stag, whatever the case may be. That's just a contribution. I don't consider that. I don't consider that a sponsor. They give you a contribution for your effort.
Yeah.
Basically that. Because in other words, they don't even care where they get back or where they ain't get back.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
They come like they just do a charity and they just
do a charity and tell you. They want to blank you straight up, so they just tell you, so yeah, well, I'll give you 5 or 6 t-shirts and 2 cases of Stag and 8 Guinness or whatever the case will be. That is it.
For the end of the day, their name's still going out.
Yeah, the name's still going out, and regardless if it's not lost to them. You know what I'm saying?
No. For 5 t-shirts that company,
Yeah.
6 Guinness that company, that not I know skin off their back, them
Yeah,
they're not gonna feel that.
And
Yeah.
they're still writing it off when they're doing their taxes. So
yeah,
they ain't lost.
yeah.
Know how.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want to go into the thicker things right now. So in Trinidad and Tobago, there are 2 fraternities. There's the Trinidad and Tobago Song Clash fraternity, and there's the Future Song Movement. Do you these 2 separate entities? That is a problem in itself
I
going
personally,
forward.
I don't think me personally, I can speak from my side. I don't think there's a main issue because I believe both of them have the same vision, right? But as I said, the business itself still has a lot of egos, right? And I just think people just need to get their egos behind. And if it is we working for the same goal, if it is you claim that you have the same goal as me, there should not be any issues. If it is not making any
Anybody
kind of
anybody had anything else to add?
Well, yeah, I go based on what I see, and we did so much things in Trinidad already. And when I sit down, I really analyze it. I don't even really think it's ego, you know. I don't really think it's ego, you know. They just have some bad apple in the bunch, you know. And it have some people who follow it without even having a knowledge what really going on. They just choose to follow it. And you know, the ones who lead in it have no knowledge, and they're just going on a different road. But I don't really think it's ego, you know, because why I wouldn't say it's ego, because there's a lot of people who still willing to work with whatever is going on. A lot of people that they're willing to work. If it was an ego thing, they would say, nah, me doing that, nah, me doing that. You go more here, I ain't working with that man, or I ain't working with that man. Yeah, because of past experience and stuff like that. And as I say, somebody wants who lead in it. Some, and I ain't calling nobody name for nobody come and say I try to guess them on no interview or nothing like that. But somebody wants who lead in it is very bad. And I went through that experience myself. We're trying to get my team to go there. They don't have good intentions. Right? And instead of the other ones who are wrong, they know for a fact what the other people is doing is bad. They don't want to look certain way, like they are the opponent, so they follow, right? So that make the whole organization look bad because nobody want to come out and say, yo, we ain't going down that road, you know, because I ain't feel like this for the benefit of the Song Clash industry. A man go just say, you know what? Yeah, what FE boy? Yeah, but even though they assume, but the man say that and he lead in the pack, so yo, FE. And he go say, yeah, boy, tell with them, boy. And everybody go down the road. So I don't really see a really ego thing. At first I thought it was. But then when I realized there's a lot of different songs in Trinidad and different places willing to work. They just don't wanna take part in certain things. And I could understand why, because I had my own experience too. Who don't want to talk about it, don't want to talk about it. But everybody have the brand to defend. And if nobody's entitled to bring down your thing, right? And I was very hesitant in certain things, and I get to see some of the people, not all. There is some that is bad, and the other guys who are wrong. If they don't change it, the whole thing is going to crash. Whether who like me, who don't like me, that's facts.
Well, you see, Rayvon, like to extend on what did you just say, right? I think one of the main issues as well to conclude with that is that it have people who just verbally say that they're in it for a cause, right? But they're not really in it for a cause, no, they're in it for their own personal development. You understand?
Right,
So
and they are very influential to the rest of
right. So it come like they will do what is beneficial to them.
Correct.
But they would try to put something straight over that straight platform to make it look like it's for everyone. but it basically to just make me
Benefit for
go
them.
forward, right? And sometimes there are people in association with that they might see that even if they consider someone a threat to a competition or something like that, they would put things to make sure that it can that they wouldn't benefit from it. You understand? So just like you say, when people involved in situations like that, it makes them feel like, yo, what is I really dealing up with this for then now? Because I'm not being treated fairly. You understand? So it's better I just distance myself and hold my little corner.
Right. And then when you on the other hand trying to highlight the wrong, they want to point at you as the bad one, right? But at the same time, there is the ones who will go with whatever they're saying, and there's the one who will be righteous and see what's going wrong and highlight it. It doesn't mean the person is a bad person, but they will try to make it look like, you know, this person is either bringing a negative energy, or, you know, I mean, they may be ignorant, or whatever terminology they might find. But I added to the two, I was part, well, I am part of the two in helping, whether it's Future Song Movement or Trinidad and Tobago Song Class Fraternity. Me and none of them is friends. Me and nobody, none of them is friends. But I willingness to do what it takes for the quality, especially for Trinidad and Tobago. But I'm telling you straight, some bullshit happen, right? And who don't want to talk. And I'm telling you straight up, I'm very disappointed at a lot of shit I see down there, bro. And I'm telling you this, if that didn't change, we don't even have a purpose talking on this on social media right now. And it's looking towards
and that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Right.
We're here to trash out these things.
All right. Well, let me say
these things and
well, let me say this. Let me say this, right? Let me say this. We still on the same topic, but let me say this. Not everything somebody posts on social media, whether you do an event, that you claim might be the biggest event, whatever you within your own judgment, right? To you, most of the time it's not really about you. It's for what the people really want. And that's people, and this business here, they don't care. Them just once them find that, listen, this is what I want to do, and they put it in the forefront, the expectation is high, and they don't see it, and everybody start to point finger, and this one fighting, and this one bad mind, and that, right? And I'm telling you, this is what we're still on the same topic, because this is what I'm seeing with this two side of the thing right now, right? Events is being done by Future Song Movement. Events is being done by Trinidad and Tobago Song Class Fraternity. Every time I see anything drop, it's always somebody who's not part of the next sending some hit on the next side and back and forth like that. This is what I see, right? And nobody can tell me not, because I'm not a member of any of them, right? But what I'm saying is, when somebody doing an event, just to show the next one that they could do something to show up the next one. That's all I see now, right? Because watch, somebody
like more competing then.
More competing.
Rivon,
Yeah,
1 minute.
yeah.
Rivon, 1 minute. Let me stop you. Rivon,
Right,
1
yeah.
minute. I want to bring Cohen here. Cohen, I want you to educate Rivon, because you are a person. Both yourself and I, we were both of the Trinidad and Tobago Song Clash Fraternity. Akini as well. But Cohen, I want you to explain to Rivon your experience being in that entity, and now the entity you're in the Future Song Movement, and why it is you took the position you did in leaving.
Well, over in the Song Clash Fraternity, everything, you know, there's where the clash in Trinidad really kind of start back, right? When that happened, let's say like about 5 or 6 years ago, clash really started to take a flight, right? It was getting clash events, mightn't be clash, but a clash event probably 2-3 times a month. I remember I had done my anniversary dance, and that weekend alone had about 3 events, right? So it started off nice. Everybody was getting support. Everybody was for everybody. And then here comes the pulling and the tugging. You know, is this one not talking to that one? This one throw some words. This one didn't like that. I mean, first to begin, we in a clash culture. So when you're on stage, what you're doing, you're throwing words for our next man. So if we in a clash group and a man throw some words, it ain't no problem. You want take it to the stage, and we take it to the stage, set it up. But men get into the feelings, and I personally couldn't really deal with that sort of pulling and tugging, because I never had a problem with anybody. I was always friends with everybody. Up to this day, men buy fight, right? Men stop talking to me because I decide to join this crew. Whereas I never formed this. This was formed by DJ Dane, where he and Keston invited me to be an admin of this group. And I was blacklisted by certain men. Certain men pick up fight. Then as you say, Raven, in the early, men ain't know what going on. But a certain man say X and he run with that. Right? Up to now, I just still see everybody, hail out everybody. I consider everybody as friends still. In the future song, I have stretched my hands out to men in the Trinidad and Tobago foot song clash fraternity and was turned down. Right? If a member of them come to me today and say, well, yo, I remember why you do X or why you do Y, I always willing. Right? So men, you see, men in the feelings. And if feelings is what have you on edge, this game is not for you. Best you stop sound clash. Because you can't end up on a stage and a man tell you something out of timing and then it's problems. That can't work. Because it's entertainment. Right? It come just like WWE. A man come out in the ring, talk all kind of mad talk, the next one come down, they trash it out, them going and drink champagne after. Right? Basketball is real rivalry. At the end of the day, them going in club and liming. So what going on with we down here? Mataran and Rodigan and Krong and all of them is friends after a clash, them liming. Them calling one another and inviting them to events that they're doing and things. So what going on with we here? Why a man have to be in his feelings? You know what I'm saying? So my problem is men too much into the feelings. And I had to stop that for this thing to move forward.
All
if
right.
we invite all of
Cliff,
them to do something, well.
Cliff, put on your mic.
Yeah.
What is your take? What is your take on the whole scenario?
No, but I don't have all the details on the other side and what really transpired. So I can't really talk on something that I don't really understand that well, as far as like which one have problems with who, and with anything you would have people who agree and disagree with what each other is doing. But I still think that they once, as someone said earlier on, once they have the same goal in mind, which is to push Sound Clash and the culture forward, they have the right to exist, and do what it is that they could do, as long as guys that take it personal and think, well, this is about building their thing and not really pushing the Sound Clash industry. By all means, I think it's okay to have two organizations.
Do you see an issue?
Huh?
Do you see an issue? Did you see any
issue?
Yeah. Did you see any issues going on?
Well, what there's the reality. What how
you know,
I feel and how
I
you
understand
feel
the
doesn't change the
politician, right?
reality that there is
You know why
two.
I'm asking that? You know why I'm asking that, Kenny? I know you holding back. I know you holding back. I know. Listen, yeah, I know you holding back. That's why I asked the question. You know what? The last time, we tell me last time. You know we tell me last time. You say Rayvon. You're too real, you know. I say I only know two things: either you're real or you're fake.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I know. Let me tell you what I know. Let me tell you why I know he know there is an issue, right? because I get voice notes on my phone, which are no longer in the group, with issues that was going on along this thing, with his voice. Just like all that voice note with my voice circulating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So I know there is an issue. No. The thing is with this interview here, this interview is not something that you just talk. It's supposed to have a result, right? I assume.
Yeah.
We're trying to look for something different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not trying to keep a conversation, and we don't want to say certain things because we don't want other people to get offended. Then this don't hold no value.
Mhm.
Because we have to sit down and talk to see if it could change.
Yeah.
So we are already aware that it having an issue. It is an issue, right?
Right.
It don't make no sense. We try to hold back certain thing because you ain't want it falling a man and he go back talk after and all of that. I could care less about that. I seen the issue and I want to highlight the issue for you to fix, right?
Yeah.
Because my experience, I have an issue with what I see. I have an issue, and I was to talk about it long time ago. But then I say, you know what? Let me leave it. You know why? I say, let me leave it. Because with one person, go get crucified. With one person. But we have 5 people here. So if we all know there is an issue, so obviously it could be highlighted to see if it could fix. It's still worth trying to see if it could fix. Maybe it might never fix. But it worth the effort of making it fix.
I will say, Rayvon, here it is going on now. As it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the amount of people extend olive branch and try and go above and beyond to meet on the half and try a bunch of different things, right? And it will fix them, right? It's not going to fix again. It is not going to fix again and face the reality that there's 2 different groups that does sound clash or is in the sound clash industry and is promoting, you know, and doing their thing, and by all means, let them go ahead and do what it is they're doing. If you don't like what it is they're doing, don't support it.
No, well,
if somebody doing something that you like,
okay, we having a discussion, so both of we could talk, right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that. I'm glad that you mentioned that, right? And Black Diamond, all are we here now? Because you all remember when we were having conversation about building back the song clash, whatever in Trinidad, and we say, all right, you all need people who could work and build the thing however they wanted to do it. Right. I said I'm not going to get involved in no clash thing because I realize what's really going on, everybody using the opportunity to do what they want to do, to build off a year and whatever the case will be. So I said I'm not really interested in no song clash. Right?
Mm-hmm.
However, your cousin, Boss is your cousin, right?
My brethren, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So Boss came and say, listen, Rayvon, I want you to take part in a clash, whatever, in the Trinidad Song Clash thing, right? And I say, boy, Boss, I'm not really interested in that thing, because I ain't take no clashes since the quarantine thing. I just want a lot of dub showcases, right? Because I see what people trying to do on the clash thing online. You know what I mean? The people who can come to the event, they think that the opportunity now that they could come online and type in all kind of negative foolishness and now because they couldn't get you out in real life.
Yeah.
So they're doing that now on social media. So I said I'm not interested in that, right? Anyway, so I say, yeah, I could talk to you and meet them and see if they're interested, right? Like Boss, which had no issue because me and Boss communicate good and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, all right, bam, contact Ozzy and Yami them and see if they want to think, whatever the case will be. So the men say, yeah, they'll give it a shot, right? I say, okay, you know what I mean? Long time they ain't push out, long time they do nothing. So I say, yo, well, give it a try, whatever the case will be. Now, that was Buzz. Then I start getting call from Kenson. Now, I don't know Kenson. I don't know him. I hear you from back in the time with Juice Crew or something. I don't know nothing about him. But however, I know from in this business, where a guy from Jamaica teach me, Tall man. He said, you don't want no song man friend. And that always stay in the back of my head. Eh? He said, you don't want to, in this business, you don't need song man friend. If you have a friend, but song man friend. Because some of them in them are wrong, yeah? 90% of them ain't want good for you. As much as they laugh and giggle and drink, we and think, when 90% of them don't really like you. Right? Anyway, so I start communicating with Kenson throughout the thing, wherever the case may be. Right? And, you know, getting into the event or the planning, the structure, or whatever. I say, all right, you know, no issue. We're going to make the thing work. Because as again, I say, it's for the Trinidad song clash culture. I ain't getting involved with it back and forth with one way. I just want to focus on helping in building the thing, right? So we get involved in the thing, and in the group, that the next guy came in, a very arrogant guy, a big jackass I would call him, Topper, or whatever his name is, right? Topper, whatever he is. I guess he's the internet guy or the website guy or whatever he is, right? He was talking a lot of shit, right? And, you know, everybody was going with him. Although they don't know he was talking shit, they was going with him, which is fine because he's the friend, right? And he was talking something which I know is nonsense, right? Because he was talking about the voting thing and how with the internet and all this kind of thing. And when he was talking, I know it don't make no sense because I did cable internet stuff for 15 years. That was my job, right? And King Road, which is part of the song, he does a higher level thing than what he's doing. He's an IT for Cisco. So he do more deeper stuff than what this guy talking about. So we know it's garbage he was talking anyway. But he was very arrogant. So anyway, I came out of the group because I said I want to go into no back and forth foolishness. You know? I came out of the group and the event continued. Anyway, leading up to that, fast forward from that. So the event came with Ding Dong. Well, KG was supposed to be me and KG, but KG had some other things to deal with, so he couldn't go no further. Right? So KG highlighted, yo, listen, can't go further, so let we just make culture blend advance. Right? But they insist that they bring Ding Dong, which wasn't a problem. Right? So Ding Dong come on board, so happened to be Ding Dong, wherever the case may be, right? Now, as a man, just like how I could have watched and see that wildfire holding back, I could have watched and see something was going on after that Ding Dong event with them. The facial expression, everybody vibes, energy, everything changed. See? So I told Kenson, I said, listen, here was the problem I see with that scene there. I say, you see that voting thing? I said that voting thing is an issue. Because what I'm telling you, if I go into clash any other song, none of them is going to win. Because my fans is going to wipe that voting poll out. So you have to find a different structure. That structure of that voting all you have there is not good. Right? Because anybody could just call up all the friend, them, the mother, the sister, the aunt, and everybody, and they even listen to a song yet, and they're just going up there and vote. Right? So I say, you got to find a different structure. That's why I was telling them to put the thing on Facebook Live, just like every other platform, right? Just like Antigua today. Look at how much people log on to Antigua platform today. I told the jackass that in the group, which is Topper. Yo, this is bullshit to put in for Trinidad. You're holding me back. See? Yo, look how Antigua have 800 and something people. When you go in these groups, you're going in there 60 people watching and 50 people watching on the line and telling you 10,000 people watching you. Like the people up in the sky with Jesus and them. You understand? So where are the people? So you're stifling all the songs them here, which you claim you bigger than we. You're stifling us here with 50 people watching, right? And it have the whole network out there with thousands of people want to see the songs them in Trinidad what they have to offer. Right? See? So anyway, so we go on further. Tell him, so yo, listen. Here we're going. Going further. That voting thing is a problem, you know. Right? Because all the can't, none of all here, we fans them, all the can't beat them. Right? Next thing I know, we have to clash firepower. Right? I drive in on the turnpike. Driving again, phone calls, non-stop phone calls. And I drive and so I want to pick up the phone, I happen to pick up the phone. People calling non-stop. I say, what happened? Bro, none of us can get in. I say, what do you mean all of can get in? And all it was on there 2 weeks ago? Bam. King Road called me now. Rayvon, I can't get in, but I was there last week. But what I tell you is, he's IT. He know all them things, send back error code and everything. So he already don't know to block him. So I call Sniper now, and I tell Sniper, yo, you inside the dance? I said, tell the technician to stop blocking my people that are coming inside on all the chat, wherever all the thing. Because all block all my people them. Right? So, you know, as I say, arrogant and he is, who I block? So Ozzy now, I saw Ozzy hyper, Ozzy pissed now, because now Ozzy don't realize you're rigging the system already. So Ozzy pissed. So I say, Ozzy, go tell this man, yo, my people can't come in. So you run back in and you tell him, yo, Rayvon can't get in. But it wasn't Rayvon, it was the other people. So that's the point to turn and say, yo, look Rayvon in here. So that give it to him now and say, okay, so let know Rayvon in here. So what happened to the other people that can't come on? So anyway, they block all my people them, right? I don't know what Nashman, I don't know what going on with that. Me, I ain't getting it up. But none of my people couldn't come in. So when it comes to the voting, all of them block. So I now, be the big man now, reach out to them, right? Just like how we having a civilized conversation. I send a voice note. They didn't respond, which was Kenson. Act like he don't know nothing. He want to talk, he don't care. Same man was talking to me all the time, nice and proper. Can't talk all of a sudden, like we don't know each other now, right? We don't know each other now. Now, I reach out to Sniper from Zygon, and I reach out to Special. I ain't disrespecting them because me and them good. But nobody had a legitimate reason to why they block my people them. And all up to today, they still don't have the courtesy, the principle to apologize to what they did. Right?
No, but I could say, not to interrupt you or anything like that, is that the first time I heard of that issue, I was like, nah, man, that bullshit. Nobody ain't going to be doing nobody that. Right? I was defending it. I was like, nah, that could never happen. And then for that said clash, I remember I trying to log in and I started getting error issue. And I was like, but I was on the past few clashes, why I not getting on? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I myself say, here, what now? I actually use a different device afterwards. And I create a whole different alias account. I'm being honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in.
Right.
I was like, well, maybe something wrong. I'll log out on that device and try to log back in as myself. And I wasn't getting to go in. You understand?
Right.
So I was getting the same error issue. I remember after your clash, I was like, Rayvon, I couldn't get on, you know. And I said what it is I was seeing, and it's like, but wait, it's the same thing.
Everybody's saying
the same thing. So I was like, so to me, it was like, why? So one of the first things I was saying earlier on is that it's bad to be saying that you have a brand and your brand is to promote the business, but the brand is really to promote yourself or your you can't. To me, my issue is that if you have a brand like how this is Future Song Movement, even if Keston has an issue with Akini, if Akini system, Keston's supposed to be neutral and professional about it because you're a promoter. You understand? You're a promoter. You're not promoting Akini. You're promoting Song Clash. And if Akini is a part of Song Clash, you have to be promoting Akini. You can't be like, now I don't like him. You don't like how he just move and how he does. At the end of the day, If it is
Exactly.
supporters or Kenya fans or whatever, and he represents the business as
Could be.
well, you can't be trying to stifle him out. You understand? And then what in my addition to that is that is an issue apart from online Raven. I would say it on this platform. That's an issue that goes on even in dance in Trinidad. You understand? You have men who come out to a dance just to see your loss. It don't matter how bad you're playing, or they come to see your loss, right? And they would cheer for their friends, and their friends would win, right? And you know what's the worst part about that? On an international stage, we look like crap, and people laugh at us.
That's the issue.
You understand?
That's the big issue.
When international people watch the clash online and be like, how these men win? How this man beat this man?
Yeah.
This man ain't playing nothing of any substance. And then the same thing too when sometimes people might have people winning clashes in Trinidad and Tobago, and when they hear the audio or they watch the visuals, it's like, wait, these is the bad songs in Trinidad? Well, why they dropping out first songs every time they come on an international clash? That means that have real lame songs, but it comes the same way too. People claim that they defending the business, but they like the art form. But it have too many people who in it for personal gain. You understand? And if they see you as a threat, they'll try to get you out of the way, or try to stifle you, or push you aside, or even try to turn people against you. If people say that, yeah, well, Culture Ben is a bad song, they'll be like, well, Culture Ben is my competition. I had to find a way to get people not on Raven. You understand? Until Raven becomes a force that they realize that they cannot fight. It's like, oh, Raven and Rumble, Raven doing this, Raven toying. Nah, boy. Although we don't like him, we gonna bring him aboard. You know why? Because you have international attention on him. Then we get some of that international attention as well too.
All right. So but with all that's being said, right? I listen to everybody, right? Akini, it doesn't sound like you're going to do any events with the Trinidad and Tobago Song Clash fraternity anymore.
Now you can't say that. If Trinidad Song Clash fraternity call me today or tomorrow and an event that it makes sense, I would do it. Me personally, I wouldn't be clashing because I think that my time for that done. You understand?
Okay.
I think my mind somewhere else right now, but at the end of the day, something that I love. You understand? So it doesn't matter whoever approach me and say, here what, you associate with Tech9, we want Tech9. If just as Raven say, my team say, yo, I want to be in that, I giving them the strength. Because at the end of the day, it's to support the business. But if it is not going to be a fair stage or a fair platform, I'm not going to send my team outside there to embarrass themselves or to be used. That wouldn't make any sense.
Well, considering the structure that they have in place.
All right, fellas,
what did just happen there? All right, considering the structure.
Cliff just came out. Cliff just Cohen. In regards to all what Raven and Akini said, right? There is definitely an issue with the two fraternities. But Cohen, you could justify to this. Late last year, we tried to have a sit down with the Song Clash fraternity.
Yeah.
Tell the public what happened. Tell the public what happened.
Actually, we didn't try to have it. Concerned individuals saw what was going on, decided,
Right.
pulling and tugging, they wanted to put it as, so they came to us. We, at first, was kind of
accepted. We accepted.
Right, we accepted it, right? And the person say, well, all right, don't worry. The next side there. Up to now, we still waiting on a date and place to have this sit down to come to neutral agreements and a level playing field. Still waiting on them dates.
Raven, you hear that?
Yeah.
The Future Song Movement did everything. We did everything possible on our side, because that's why Dean and I started the Future Song Movement. We wanted to give everybody a fair opportunity in going forward, and also promote young upcoming songs, which we are doing. We have a segment with young songs. We promoting them and we giving them the opportunity. We having another one coming up. March?
Yeah, March month.
Is March right? Yeah, we have something coming up. So this is what I said. We have done everything humanly possible on our side to try to merge everything, and we need it. Because if you all be honest with yourselves, the song clash thing is getting harder and harder. It's very costly. And then now there's COVID. There's COVID taking place. Things are getting harder. We have to be use more initiative, more in promoting the brand. So we tried. So it's not to say that the problem is with Future Song Movement. It isn't.
Well,
Cohen is there to testify to that.
Well, Keston, in conclusion to that I would think, I don't see no problem with that. I don't see no problem with two sides, you know. I really don't see I don't see the problem with two sides, you know. Once everybody.
That's what I was saying all the time.
Once
I say I don't see no problem because
once they everybody's seeking the same goal.
Well, that's why I was saying, you know, because I don't really see it happening anytime soon, because on one occasion, you know, guys try to reach out and try to meet a neutral ground, right? And there is no kind of acceptance from the other side at all, right? So it ain't going to happen. Let us move past that and let me focus on Future Song Movement and what we could do to make the clash industry better and move the Future Song Movement forward. Because we talk for almost 50 minutes, you know, and no real.
No, it's good. No, it's good. Listen, why? No, don't.
It is good.
No, it's good. Don't. I don't care who say. Yo, you all spending all this time talking about that. I don't care because it can't come down to a mutual understanding anyway. So if the word had to go across this way, it's fine.
Okay.
Right? It's fine.
Okay.
You ain't disrespecting nobody. At least nobody being disrespected. We just highlighting what the issue is to get it fixed. So it's not like we're disrespecting anybody. We're just saying what it is. And if it can't fix when they don't want to hear it, so at least the word gonna go across some other way. And as I said, at the same time, we're not disrespecting anyone.
Yeah.
Because they have been saying, well, for the same clash all it was in Riven, they have been saying, well, they have reached out to all the songs in Trinidad and those were the songs that accepted. I still waiting on my call. Who knows? I might have accepted the call and taken the clash. But I wouldn't. I know a few songs well that wasn't nobody called them for the clash. So again, you see, feelings and the things, you know, probably progress, crab in a barrel mentality. You know, men just have to come out of that mentality.
Okay, I have a next question going forward here. Do you all think soca music have a part to play in the song clash thing going forward?
All right, Keston, that's a very good question. Eh?
Yeah.
I want to talk about that. But I get an important phone call, and that is a very important person that you all might want to hear from too, because he's a very important person in the song clash industry. Right? So he just wanted to say something, and I think he might have some views we might want to hear. Hello, you there?
Yo.
Yeah. You all know who's this, right?
Why you don't let we IT man just punch him in? Let the IT man punch him in.
You can punch him in?
Yeah, you could get punched in, man.
All right, but that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Send the link thing. So
yeah. IT din.
I'm gonna send the link on my phone, you know.
Yeah. It might be much better than that on the clarity.
Yeah, true.
Cliff, start off with that now. What you Cliff?
Yeah.
How are you for this one? By the time we waited for that person to join in, do you think soca music have a part to play?
Well, especially for Trinidad, being the home of soca and things like that. I think that more soca should be played, or at least one wrong of soca, or some songs should be played. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter how bad your song is, and you know, whatever it is you do, you will always be a Trinidadian in all the Jamaicans' eyesight. And they will always look at you as the guys on them from Trinidad who have some dub plates. But they always clash you as a soca man. So when they hear Trinidad, they say, he's a soca man. Right? And by all means, we from here.
There's some nice ones though. I just want to add that.
What's that?
Yeah, some nice ones though. I just wanted to add that now. That to the top.
No, I have one and two tune. You know,
Yeah,
I don't load it with like Zodiac and them with the soca and then. But to keep it with as he's saying, yes, I do think that soca should be a part of clashes in Trinidad. And if you don't really play soca, you can at least play Trinidad artists, right? So I wouldn't just clash it to soca. I think more Trinidad artists should be played in clash in Trinidad. That is my thing. I wouldn't just clash it to soca.
What's your views?
Because
let me clarify the question. Is the question that is it that we think that soca should be mandatory to be played, or if it's just an open thing that it just free will that you think that it should be in it?
I believe.
I just want to hear your views. I just want to hear your views. Do you think, as well, Cleve said it. Cleve said it. He believed that always Trinidadians, when we are having local clashes, soca music should be in it. But I just wanted to hear everybody's views. Because remember, soca music is our thing. We had to push our thing as well.
Correct.
We can't.
Correct.
If you understand what I'm saying. So Akini, I want to get your views.
Me personally, I think that any type of music could be used in clash. It doesn't matter what genre it is, right? But I would say that from my experience over the years, my experience is that it has been very difficult to deal with soca artists in cutting plates, right? That's been my personal experience. Everybody might not have the same experience, but that has been my experience. Now, since COVID started, I would say that it's totally different now because you're seeing a lot of soca artists having sessions now, right? But it has been very difficult to get soca artists to do plates in the past. Even if you're getting paid or not, they would always make excuses and say that they're busy, they're doing this, so it's carnival season, they're resting their voice. And it goes back even to what I was saying now. They might be telling me that, but then Zodiac could get through because they realize who Zodiac is, who the engineer is. They will get a little plus from it, so Zodiac will get forward.
Actually, let me just say this, right? Could it be that Zodiac and them does play soca all the time, every time they're playing? Could it be because of that? Because let me just say this, right? Every single clash I hear Zodiac in.
Yo, let me jump in now. Let me jump in now.
Jump in.
Let me
Akini, yo, I wanna jump in.
All right.
Let me jump in.
All right.
Akini say no more wildfire. What you saying there? What Akini saying there is gospel truth, brother.
Right.
What Akini saying there is gospel truth, and Akini is a man that's be talking it from experience.
Well,
Akini,
I want to draw my experience.
Akini, no, you don't have to draw your experience. You don't have to go no more. What you're saying there is gospel truth, brother. Yeah. Let me start. Let me jump in real quick. In this whole discussion, right? We saying moving forward, let me discuss the whole clash scene. What first thing we had to do? We had to reset. Trinidad Song Clash Fraternity, stop talking about them because we're talking about them like if they're relevant. They're not relevant. About 3/4 of Trinidad and Tobago didn't even know that first clash went on, and about 3/4 of Trinidad and Tobago didn't even know the second clash is going on. We in this group, and sometimes we head a little too much. Future sound movements too. We head a little too much, and that's the problem with a lot of songmen in Trinidad. We think we're bigger, or we're more relevant, or we mean something to the song clash business, and we don't. We don't mean nothing. We's nothing. We's nobody to everybody. And you know what is happening? The only good thing Future Song Movement did, and I don't want to see it get out of our hand, and I don't know if anybody realize the only good thing Future Song Movement do in this business was to make a lot of songs who out of Trinidad start to rep Trinidad. who used to live abroad, and all of a sudden now they put in Trinidad in the name, or they put in Trinidad first. And that's something I watch. Raven, me and Chicken, no shot at you.
No,
But
I know.
all of a sudden,
I know
it had men who used to live out here and play song out here for years, and they would always put Trinidad behind. Now they decided to put Trinidad first, and I think it's because of how the kind of noise Future Sound Movement was making. And I don't want to see it get away from the real Trinidad songs who grinding on the ground, who have it hard. You understand? Who have it the hardest, because the songs out here now all of a sudden it's Trinidad songs, real Trinidad song out here. You never used to hear about it. They used to, there was from Trinidad, you know, but they would never put Trinidad first. You understand what I'm saying? So what we have to do now is reset. Brother, in the clash industry, Trinidad is nowhere. Nobody knows, none of us. What we have to do is get out of the mentality, and again, what Kenny was saying, everybody trying to be number one, everybody trying to bad mind this one because we're watching out and we want to be the person to kiss the ass and push up we own self. We cannot do it individually. It had to be done collectively. Just like how Antigua have a collection of songs collectively that they would clash each other. They're not waiting for nobody to give them nothing. They're not waiting to bring in no foreign song. They're not waiting for no foreign bookings to say, well, okay, look, I make it. I came onto this platform and tell men already, I say, yo, I was in clashes with promoter, pay me. I told men, I say, yo, if a man want to work with me, if I had a clash for free, if we had to work with the door, that is what we need. We need to put on clashes and get people in Trinidad back aware that, yo, it have clashing songs and it have songs going on. People don't know. And the reason why I can say that too is because I am also big on the juggling aspect too. I am big in reggae, I am big in calypso, I am big in soca. So on the juggling aspect, a lot of the juggling people don't know nothing. So I'm saying we have to start back to amongst ourselves to build ourselves. Look, Future Sound Movement. Look at man now make a statement there about how they're trying to build with the younger songs and build with the younger songs. How you go build with the younger songs and the songs in Future Sound Movement ain't even built yet? We can't build younger songs if Future Sound Movement is not a real staple. And we need to do that. We need to come back to the drawing board and realize, yo, here what's going on. Let us see what could work before it gets taken out of our hands. Because just now everybody would just be on the foreign-based songs because the foreign-based songs had the money to cut the tunes. The soca artists cutting more tunes for foreign-based songs than local songs. Then a foreign-based song will come and wipe out the whole of Trinidad with soca.
Correct.
Because again, what Akeem is saying, let me give you next. Let me hold on. Let me give you our next example. I message a Jamaican artist on Instagram. I got back a reply a couple hours after. I got my dubs 2 days after. I message a Trinidad artist on Instagram. All know me and get a reply. A Trinidad artist. So all I'm saying is that, listen, we ain't here to pussyfoot. We're here to talk it straight.
KG.
Go ahead. That is all. We just have to keep it straight.
There's a lot of reason behind that. There's a lot of reasoning behind that. Remember, a lot of these soca artists don't know about the splitting.
Bro,
it's now getting a little killer.
Bro, what he's saying is that if it is, they will do it for X. Why they wouldn't do it for Y?
Hold on, Keston. Let me tell you something here. A lot of the soca artists not only plating, that is a wrong statement. Because for years they've been coming to New York and cutting plates. Most of my soca plates, I get it cut in New York.
Right.
So don't say that no, that's what they're telling us.
I personally have experience with artists that I check to do soca plates in Trinidad. They say, even if they say the price, they're still not showing up and it's always an excuse. And when they reach New York, they didn't even realize it's the same song in New York. And we get to voice the tunes and them in New York, and sometimes we even get it for less in New York.
Exactly.
You understand? Because they always, and where Trinidad artists is concerned, for some strange reason, they not a matter, they just don't rate their own, but they always look at it as if they give it to somebody with an international brand or somebody that could personally push their career forward, they will do it. They're not just gonna do it because you're paying them to. They don't care about you, so they're not going to do it. And
And
when
it's
I
the
was
same
talking,
thing.
when I was talking earlier on about even the soca plays and Johnny references Zodiac, I started off with Rapper Response, right? I posted a video on my social media a few weeks ago, right? Every soca plate you hear in that thing there, you know, none of those songs were paid for. And every one of those songs, we got those songs because our selector was the engineer in 96. And
Exactly.
they weren't doing those songs for nobody else.
Let me
That's why I say I
let me
talk
share a little bit
from
of
experience.
let me share a little experience I had with a soca artist. Close to December month, recently, 2020. A foreign song, I won't call the name of the song, message me. He say, yo, you from Trinidad, right? I say, yeah. He say, he want a voice, ex-artist, he want sing song. I say, all right, no problem. Make 2-3 call, get a link with the artist wanted 250. Get back to the song, he say, all right, no problem. Apparently he made some other calls, got onto the artist direct. The artist charge him 150. Right? So the man messaged me back now and telling me I trying to rob him or I trying to make money on his head.
You're like bad this virgin.
Right?
Crazy.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's real talk. That's real talk.
That's
That's how it
crazy.
go. That's how it go.
Mad
But
thing, mad
but
thing.
but again, the cutting of the plate or the soca thing to me is like a back issue. The issue is about what's happening with the songs in Trinidad and Tobago and our relevance to the world. Right? That's to me, that's the biggest issue and the relevance to the world. And sometimes now the songmen also think like the soca artists too, because songmen now think is a push individually. Whatever would push them individually, they would do it because a promoter from foreign go come and say, yo, come and do a clash for me now. I might not have no money to pay, but you're going to want to do that because you thinking it's going to push you individually and internationally. But locally, if a promoter comes to you telling him, boy, I was 6,000 TT, I was 9,000 TT to clash. You understand? But you're doing a clash for next month for free if it's an international thing, because that's what we're looking at. But at the same time, we're not building the Trinidad base. And that is where you will get that country base and that push more behind you. And that is what we're not understanding. To me,
what is your take in fixing that?
Yo, my take in fixing this is like this. At the end of the day, first thing first, we have to understand within ourselves, individually, not gonna make it. Right? We have to come together and push as a unit. And the thing is, not everybody at the same time will be up on the stage. Sometimes we might have to push up our next man. One next man will get the stage, we support he instead of pulling he down. Then our next man, he go get the opportunity on the stage. You understand? We support him instead of pulling him down. And then also, we clash amongst ourselves and stop toad feelings and stop just look for the win or the lose. Because in Trinidad and Tobago, men that's frightened to lose. Or when a man lose, he figure, well, yo. Or when a man win a clash, he figure he's the baddest thing and he's the only thing coming out of Trinidad. That's the kind of mentality we have. Looking at Tiga, these men that's clash every 2 weeks. When last we had a clash on Future Song Movement? And look how much songs we have each and every day. And as I always say, man, only put happy birthday in the birthday group. And nobody will even come out and say, boy, let me clash. And give the people some entertainment. It's only Happy Earth Strong. The amount of voice note dub I see in the group. It's only dubbing in the group. Voice note. But men not understanding is only people in the group hearing that and seeing that. Put it on the internet. So if it's a 1-1 fan you get, if it's a 1-1 person, you get to listen every clash you make. If you went from 20 to 21 people or 22 people, you have to do that. And these were others. We ain't realizing we ain't taking a page from other men. Other men doing that. Other men going on social platforms and doing that and pushing the song out there. When last Future Song Movement really do something? And I know why, because everybody just holding back. I don't know what they're holding back for. Or men don't feel to lose or feel they will win. It's entertainment, brother. It's entertainment. That's why even the last time with the clash with me and Zana, I said, boy, we agree no winner. We're not going to do no voting. We just clash for the people.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan. Yo, listen to me. What has hurt me is that I'm a fan of real songs in Trinidad, right? And at the end of the day, when you hear a man, you know, I like to, and I say before in my interview, I like to hear a Chosen One dub. I like to hear a Zodiac dub. I like to hear a Black Diamond dub. You understand? I want to hear a Tech 9 dub. Want to hear a Black Card dub. But when last men running out? When last Wildfire run out once in our whole pandemic. But still, we had to run out a little more. Let me become a fan. I'm a fan of Wildfire. What is the Natural Black? I can hear that 2-3 times for the year. It's since one went back. So this is what I'm saying. We have to take a page out of the international, but because we're not doing nothing. And why it is we're not doing nothing? But then we come in and we say, boy, we have a young song thing. We want to build a young song. We I just say big songs, the bigger songs. We ain't doing nothing. We just going to sit back. So the people in Trinidad itself.
So KG, one of the recommendations you're making is that we should do more clashes more regularly.
We should do more clashes more regularly, and also we should work with the promoters. Now we as Future Sound Movement, right? We are the sound systems. Now we have promoters who, to me, we also have to show respect, who put the blood, sweat, and tears into this thing. There are promoters in Trinidad who reel to the thing. So if it is all of us come together, and let me say either Akini and them or Luan Fu, we say Luan Fu, here we're going on. Let me sit down on the table and let me bring a big clash. And as a Future Sound Movement, we willing to put out ourselves to help all of because them fellas spend the money in the past. Them fellas spend the money in the past. So if we say, and they have a name. So if we say Luan Fu presents and everybody on the same page here, we put up, because you know what? We do it for Fully Loaded, boy. Everybody do it for Fully Loaded and we split the money, boy. We do it for Fully Loaded for Hoppy and them. But if we come together and we say, listen, we put together a big clash and we need to put the names, get the clashes to make it sound big. You understand? And say, well, yo, this is what happening in Trinidad. So Trinidad itself, the people in Trinidad can realize, well, hey, it's still a clash. Who in that clash, boy? Because if you tell a man, yo, we have a big clash in Trinidad, now here we're going to say, who clash in Radioactive, Excalibur, Jugglers, still. Because they don't know. Because they don't know. And we here thinking we making moves. We not. Because we're not doing it enough. So I say, come together with promoters. Some men work with promoters. That's the only way we can get back a return, brother. Like we work with promoters. Either we work with the door.
KG, I just want to bring up something.
Yeah,
I just want to bring up something. Rivon spoke about something earlier on, and because what happened transpired in the lash, a lot of songs are afraid to clash now because they believe the clash might be rigged. Because I heard a lot of comments with the last clash that it had, what Culture Blend took in.
Right, because of the system, it have the Future Sound Movement. It have systems to bypass that and get that whole clash. As I said, them don't talk to me about our last clash. Non-relevant. It's not relevant. Trust me, because that whole system that they had to, exactly what Raven said, you could have get all the people. And it's the same thing if you're doing it online. But I'm talking about for online and when the place open up. You could still do it, man, win, lose, or joy. Remember, at the end of the day, you're building towards something. You're building towards something. You catch what I'm saying? And we just study too much about the win. Because when I'm in Trinidad, a man get a trophy. Oh my God, well, he's the greatest thing to the world. He get a trophy.
Boy.
Oh God, there's the greatest thing to but sometimes it's not about that. It's just about putting on the clash and getting fans energized. You know? It's about getting the fans energized, and that is what it is, and putting the songs out there. And I know, listen to me, time running out on a lot of us because we're getting older, men getting more responsibility, and we don't know. Also with the clash thing and dub plays have a kind of age bracket cut off now. You understand? But it's something that we love, and we had to make sure and safeguard that in Trinidad. We had to make sure and safeguard that in Trinidad. And I tell you all, the clashes have more appeal. Clashes have a more appeal than exhibitions. Trinidad had the most exhibitions, boy. One set of exhibition. If you tell a man this exhibition and you know well, all right, I don't think he go run in. Oh God, I love exhibition. I go call her name. I go play a tune. Exhibition, we love exhibition. Fet match, we love that.
Lana Soka, boy, the Lana Soka.
Plain talk, you know, brothers. Plain talk. If we started to do the clashes, you see our next thing too. The more you clashes, the more experience you get. And then too also the more you can see. Be quite sure it, man. Look how much what we just do, brothers. We just sit down. I see Akini share 2 linker clash today for outside. We just sit down and wait for box. We just sit down and wait for Addicted to clash when we want. Wait for when Polly go live. Wait for when this one go live. How we could be relevant if we waiting for people? And we have content. We have content home. Why we waiting on people? That my thing. When last Future Sound Movement call KG and say, KG, we were in something. Call me, I will in. We have content home. Let we put out the content. To me, that is the road forward. Let us use our content and put we content for the world to see. No matter what they say, put we content for men to say, yeah, boy, Trinidad. All right, okay, that's what Trinidad again dealing with. All right. And we start to shoot at men. That is it. Remember, this is not our culture. This is a Jamaican thing. So we have it twice as hard or triple times as hard. But we have to put content out there because it'll get taken away from us. Remember I tell earlier, it's going to get taken away from us. Just now, nobody ain't going to know no Trinidad song, and everybody going to be more about the foreign-based Trinidad songs. And the original Trinidad songs, nobody ain't going to study we. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm talking from a
all right,
foreign-based.
Fellas, we have just okay, G. We have 17 more minutes.
Are we ready?
So, but there will also be this will be an ongoing thing. We're trying to do it.
We put it for 1 hour.
Right, but no. We're talking a while. But hear this. This is something ongoing. So some of you all will be invited along with other people. Stop. I'm every opportunity. Is there anything pressing you all want to talk about in this winding down period? Starting with Cleve.
No, well, just what KG said is just to clash some more, I mean, and let people, come out and really play some tune and really put some content out there, If you want clash industry to grow, you had a clash, you know what I mean? And if it's a birthday club, it's a birthday club, So I say just come out and clash and just make it happen, And that is just the long and short of it. You know what I mean? There have enough people to do it. I know.
It's what the belly to do it. It's not who just. It's what the belly to do it. You think everybody have belly like KG?
No. If
you put KG will clash right in a cemetery,
No. Here we just going on, right? People have to understand it have bad sound. You understand? Young Guns is a bad song. Blackheart is a bad song. Culture Blend is a bad song and very unpredictable. You understand? Techman is a bad song. They will war you anytime, right? But it has some songs. Don't sleep on them guys on them. Them guys on them will be like, I don't know. Yeah, but they loaded with real tune.
But
we
don't know.
Encouragement.
And that's why talking about you.
It's the encouragement. So when people see men clashing, a man who have a second thought and think, well, but I don't know if I can run out now. After this year, a man plays certain tunes, they like, I was expecting more from him, and I think I can beat him in their mind. You know what I mean?
But so, let me tell you one issue that it have that we didn't touch on, right? It have an issue with songs and how they run as well, where management is concerned, right? Because it have songs that selectors want to clash and clashing anybody, but the bigger heads don't want them to do it. You understand? Which is a big issue for men who don't own their song. You understand? And it looks bad in a sense because it looks like men running from clash or men do want to clash or support the business. But that is an issue that certain songs have to get in order as well too.
I think Trinidad only have one song like that. That is technical.
Well, I would say I would say I will talk for me, right? I will talk for me,
Yeah.
right? Is that it have other guys on Wildfire, and they don't have to. We don't have to ask nobody if we can clash or anything like that. It's like, yo, Dan, you had the dubs. If you want to clash, go ahead and clash. If you say, well, a clash coming up and you work on some tune, and I have some money, I will say, well, all right, I'm putting some money towards it. But to say, well, had to ask the clash and thing, and if it have guys that have this situation where they have a boss, and they have to ask the boss to clash and thing like that, there's like, are you on the song to make the sound move forward, or you on the sound to make the boss move forward? You understand? So the clash industry shouldn't have the boss and the boss and the boss. It's like, here it is going on. It's a clashing sound. Let we clash, and if we are clashing, let we just don't call it a sound, and let we don't cut no dubs because you're not clashing. And that goes for me too. So I'm not going to say, I'm not saying that extending to anybody else. It's like, it have no time. Future Song Movement ever call me and I say no, or I might think about it. Then they call and say yes. You understand? So as KG say, if it are no clash, well, you know, we want to do Instagram everything. No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
All right, let me just say this. Let me just say this now, real quick too. No time running out, right? As far as the clashing is concerned, and I think it goes for everybody, but to me, it's a major concern. And my major concern is with the professional part of it, right? Professional part. I think it having a little issue with that when it comes to Trinidad. And we talk about Future Song Movement now. And what I mean by professionalism, in terms of setting it up, your clash, the time with punctuality, right? 6 is not 6:05. 6 is not 6:02. And I know why I'm saying that, because there are certain people who do not, not a lot of them commenting clash, and they don't play with the time, right? Right. As far as all the set up, all the whole platform to produce a good show for the fans, right? And I'm telling you, if me seeing that, I really not interested. You know what I'm saying? I really not interested, and I'm not saying you're doing anything bad. I'm just saying, going further, if we're doing that, my major concern is the professionalism. It had to be on point. First thing first, there's not even enough trafficking going through all your fan page as in terms of promoting and different things to keep the page active. It's something keep going for people to keep logging on. It's once in a while. Because I will add to this, even with this thing today. Even with this, look how KG have to come and jump in. Look how we doing troubleshooting just before we come on. I'm just saying, like it hardly even promote. This supposed to be something like 3 times for the week where people could know, well, listen, a serious discussion going on happen with some of the big songs them out of Trinidad and foreign. Them supposed to know that. I had to be posting to people, all now, listen, we're going to do a thing. Them don't know nothing about it. So my point what I'm making is we have to fix that too, because I'm not comparing to the other countries' platform. But as we all could see, the people, them thing is up. So if we song that they claim that, like what KJ was saying, the songs that we need to get out there, it's twice as hard. So that means the professionalism has to be twice as better.
Yeah,
that's all I want to add to that.
Yeah, and in addition to what you say about keeping it active, I think it's really a good idea. I don't know if Future Song could no this to anyone, if Future Song could designate someone to keep the page active. In a sense that even if there's no clash going on, there should be like even when, like, for instance, a main artist passed away, or some major news or something like that, something to keep people coming to the group. They'll be like, yeah, by Future Song, I could always keep up to date with what's going on in the clash industry.
Yeah.
Or
Content,
by just visiting this page, then the page shouldn't just be up like just flyers just dropping. You understand? Because nobody just going on the page just to watch a flyer just drop. If it is Young Guns Culture, then whosoever Black Diamond, everybody represents Trinidad. Even if each one of these songs have little video clips, or whosoever managing the group seeing that the men have a little live that they did something, Just post a little clip from them and be like, yo, this is Zodiac song that represents Trinidad, blah, 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 and stuff and things like that. Because all of that to help it go much
Yeah,
further.
definitely. Definitely.
Well, it comes back to what I was saying. It just comes back to content and having stuff on the page, you know.
Let me just say something on that issue. Is an issue that the admins talk about probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we're working on designating somebody to do that.
If
So it's a problem.
want,
It's a
I
problem
can
we're working
nominate
on.
myself to do it. If you all want me to do it, I don't mind. I don't mind associate because, as I said, it's a matter of just promoting it and making sure that it reach outside there.
I have no problem with Akini. I have no problem with that, Akini. And this is what this platform is about. This platform is about people bringing first. And as KG said he likes what Future Song Movement is doing and he supports in it. And that's what we want. We want support from people to help build the brand. So I appreciate you coming forward. If you have the time, I have no problem.
I wanna also
job
congratulate I want to congratulate Black Diamond on upgrading his curtain because I know he really had a curtain that he never did wash it now, boy. So like he wash it and put banner on it. So
Thank you very much, sir.
But also in closing, fellas, I think, as I said, if this is Future Song Movement, we gotta stop worry about what our next group or our next man doing. You understand?
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, it are enough songs in here who could do the thing. If you really look over on Trinidad Song Clash Fraternity, they are also Trinis too. They're doing the thing, full support, but let it do the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Let them do the thing. We gotta do we thing. Because it's going to come, it must come up. Trinidad's so small. We're going to cross paths with Zygon, OGS, whoever there. I mean, all always one. But the thing is, again, we can't have it in we head that people watching we and people not watching we. Or people know about us and people don't know about us. You understand? So we have to start to create that content, start to push it out, make it happen. Don't be scared. If it is, we just do little small things. If we just do little small things, little 5 minutes, little 7 minutes clash like we used to do, it don't always have to be about a winner. You can switch it up. It always has to be about a winner. But it's just a put out so a man can hear some dubs and say, yeah, but Trinidad, oh, hear that rhythm here, this here, but hey, we hear bad soca play there, we hear bad dub here. We just put it out, let me just do it. You understand? And it can't be the same songs over and over as well. You catch? It could be a mix and match because we have enough songs, brothers.
Yeah, I understand.
We have enough songs, man. So just to push it forward and really get the right point going forward.
Yes, I.
Well, even in the interviews that we did last year, right? I keep saying, and I would say it here and all too. If there are any songs in Trinidad that, all right, we have the group who not even in the group who have dubs and willing to clash, they could message, in the songs that outside that have Trini bass, you could message us. We willing to facilitate,
Oh, one more thing, fellas. One more thing before I go, right? I think I was checking in the group. I think it have over like 40-some people in the group. Now, this is a suggestion, real quick. I was just saying, I was thinking about it, if every month, all the men in the group, the names in the group, if every month a man put at $20 towards Future Song Movement, right? If every month, 20 TT, the ones in foreign and the ones local, you put 20 TT in the group. The 40 of us, so how much it have? Everybody put $20 TT. And let me say at the end of 6 months, check how much money that is. Let me say at the end of 6 months, we could at least have a little money to do a promotion, if it's online or if a man, let me say like how Raven them had a culture festival. If you say, well, yo, we have a little money to put into that culture festival. You understand? Let me push that. Let me do it stage lighting, wherever, and make back our money. We could do some investments too as a group, as a collective, also to help our promoter if it's to bring in a foreign song to clash. If we reach up, just 20 TT will go a long way, because I think I was checking in, at least it have 40 phone numbers in the group. If it's something all they want to do, or if they even help maintain and even to put content and stuff like that, is our next thing too. If we're willing to do it, I don't know if a man might think it's a good idea. If it's
No, it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea.
Just $20 a month.
Once a certain man holding the money, and it's not men who need to put gas in the tank. You understand what I'm saying? But
well,
other than
that's
that,
the next thing too. You might have to get a treasurer, trusted person.
you gotta get somebody
So at the end
who
of
could
the
hold
day,
it.
if we have an event coming up,
You
we
know?
could say, yo, let me put this event and we could palm money in our man hand and say, well, yo,
Yeah.
this could be for song system, this could be for venue, and we go clash and we go make back something as a collective. And we look at it as doing it every 6 months. 6 months. I mean, if a promoter, you know, it a little clashes Zodiac,
But
Black
KG,
Diamond, you help a man.
Yeah.
So I willing. That's something I was just thinking about.
KG,
It fine too.
KG,
Yeah.
you
Yo.
any business, and I'm asking you this publicly. I would like you to get more involved too in the chatter, because you're a person like Rayvon, or they flying the flag out there, and it will be good too. Like you see, like how you come here, you talk a lot of things with sense. Just like Akini. Akini is one of the elders in the business. He are wrong. He does guide us. I also want that from you and Rayvon. So I'm asking Rayvon if it could come back to the group.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I just know you're not chasing with some
Because we bored.
man. Yo, honestly speaking, I've been real, and I like these platforms like this because I tell all it before. I ain't talking long. People could say what they want ignorant. And let me tell you something.
It's between Jane self and Owen.
No, with them, I don't have no problem with them, you know. I let them know straight. Because a lot of groups, I went in and just delete myself and I let man know. You see the chasing and the disrespect. Once I see the reach them thing there, I coming out one time. I just let it be no. I ain't arguing with no boy on nothing. If we say we're going to make something grow, build, whatever, is that I nothing to no chasing and no disrespect with no boy. And that is what make me just delete myself last time. Right? So I'm just saying, and it's have a lot of other groups too that do the same thing. Because these men and them now, what us gone, and let me highlight it, what us gone, everybody feel on the same level. They could tell you what they want, disrespect you and way, talk to the friend, and then the friend start to disrespect you too, and it become a whole disrespectful scene to you. You know what I mean? So if you know to yourself, you're trying to build something, and I'm not disrespecting you, and you're trying to help them build something. What's the sense for you to be there? You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. So I just saying it here now because it have other people listening to other groups, and they know where I stand if I dealing with them. Not yet. That's the reason why I put it out there. God, believe it or not, it has some very disrespectful song men out there. I'm telling you that. Right? Yeah. Very disrespectful. So that's the whole thing with that. So,
True.
So as I say, in conclusion, so we're looking to go further. I really love that stuff that KG mentioned in terms of that money scene. Right? Because what I'm saying is, and KG will co-sign to this, even with that event that we did with him and Taurus, the last event that we did with Taurus and Tech 9, that was the last, which is what, 2 years ago. That was the last big thing that happened home, right?
But it had the OGS and Taurus after.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I almost forget.
So I'll add.
But what I'm saying is with the money with that now.
And as I said, KG, we need people like you, Ray, who people on board to help us to carry it forward.
Yeah, man. We had the potential. My fear, brothers, is don't take what I said earlier on as a joke. Because of future song movements, a lot of men feel comfortable now wearing that red, white, and black. But we can't let it happen where that the men who do the heavy lifting ain't getting recognition for it. Because a lot of songs right now, worldwide, virtually now, love wearing that red, white, and black. Putting it first now. you know, and it's something that we had to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing until is a respect. Where that I said, boy, that Trini boy bad. The first Trini man to really wear it was Babyface, but we don't realize he don't really wear it as in front. Let me be real. He don't wear it as a first, but he was the first man that's to show you where we could do it. And out here has some real bad songs with Trinidad bass. Really, really, really bad. The world have some really bad Trinidad bass songs. But the songs from home, we do the heavy lifting.
Guys, are there? You finish off?
Yeah. Big up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Go on,
man.
Eddie.
I don't know what happened there. Hello? Yeah. What happened there? Cut off and done there?
I don't know.
Nah,
Yo,
I
King
think
Road, big up. Shaggy, big
KG
up.
cut off, but it's still on live.
Killer G, big
Oh,
up.
okay. Same.
Big up all the stuff. You all call the crew, I mean. Big up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, that'd be full 100, you know?
Yeah, and I like the suggestion KG made with the
Anything to say?
yeah, well, I like the suggestion KG make with the $20. So I have no problem with that. So that
Cliff, you have anything to say in closing?
No. Everything was already said. Moving forward is just have some more clash and guys just come out and support and bring in $20 and some transparency with the
Well,
accounting
tomorrow we'll have a
to the
discussion
money.
on the chat and so forth. And
I ain't gonna lie. I would say this, I enjoy, the conversation that we had. It was
Yes, sir.
it was a healthy conversation. And I'm telling you, most of the time, people you keep conversation, they have no results, but it's song very positive. You know what I mean?
Same.
So I really
Definitely.
just hope we really go by what we're saying, and it's not just a waste of talk. You know what I mean? Akini, you might have to reconsider that retirement thing you're talking about, because you will be needed in this operation here. So you got to rethink that.
well, Marvin that retire, so you gotta stay there, Eddie.
Yeah, well, Marvin go come back just now, don't worry.
Yeah.
And at the same time, big up to you, Black Diamond, Keston, DJ Dean, all the Future Song Movement. It's a very good thing, right? I don't know other members. Wildfire use part I too. I don't know all the members, but yeah.
I just given support, full on.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So,
So-
I gotta say, big up to all you, because I feel a sort of really comfort. Because I'm telling you, because dealing with people, they are very shaky. I didn't get that right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So big up to
Yes,
all
sir.
you. And before I exit our big team, big
So
up
we're
Sean.
going to send your money Western Union.
Eh? Nah, you forget. I was not gonna big them up too. You understand? Big up Ozzy, Sniper, Yami, all of them. The down there, Skelly, all of them there, go bring the money to your close range.
See,
You understand? Right?
that's
So
what I'm about.
so big them up, big up my foreign team too. You know what I mean? King Road, DJ Mark, Shaggy, Killer G, all the big up all yourself, all they don't know. Right?
Yes,
So Keston, anytime all you need any assistance or whatsoever, you don't know, just see WhatsApp, bam. You know what I mean? And it's a go.
Good to
Yeah,
go.
man. Yeah, big up Future Song.
as I say, I'm going to add you back to the.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
Chosen One's thing too. Chosen One's anniversary on the 7th.
That is my next thing. All right.
19th of March.
We're talking about.
Close
This is
neighbor.
one thing we're talking about, right? If you didn't mention that, and this is what I was just saying in my conversation earlier on, they don't promote the things.
Yeah.
They don't. That's what I'm saying. You said it's 7th, this February, right?
March.
All right.
No, March.
7th of March, right?
19th of March. The 19th of March. Chosen's one anniversary.
Have you seen him promoting?
All right, you saw my calendar the 19th.
Have you seen him promoting?
Yeah, it came out this week. It was
It came out
promoted.
this week. Okay, because I haven't seen it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I just
You gotta put it. he had to put it on heavy
All right.
rotation right now.
All right, Abinui, the only person I used to see really used to promote Abinui was Akini. When he had this song that's on the page, and he also had a Trinidad and Tobago song class fraternity page before as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That when you really used to see a lot of activity them time there, right? But since you
Yeah, but
retired,
it was a bit China balance.
yeah,
And
because-
then you know, my issue with that is that, you know, Rayvon, that sometimes you do things and sometimes you know, people like for instance, people might think that I promoted one person more, but sometimes I might just be watching people activity and sharing their activity, and then have men in the corner watching and saying, but yo, why it is you not promoting me or you're fighting against me? I don't know why fight does always be the first thing to run across your mind now. You understand that sometimes like, I just feel a little exhausted, and I tell myself, I was like, yo, better just rock back and let men do the thing, because you know, like I trying, but I always ending up the bad person.
yeah, but sometimes you can't study that, because if I was to follow that, trust me, out of this business long time. Trust me, you can't really study how people feel. Trust me, can't study
True.
that.
True.
Yeah, so
All right, fellas, have a
Yeah,
good
man.
one.
Yeah, man.
yeah, respect.
Yes, I
All
bless
right,
up, bless
fellas.
up.
Yeah,
So in closing, I'd like to thank you all for giving us the
Yes, I.
time, taking time from your busy study, and I hope when some movement call on you all could give us that continuous support. Thanks.
yeah, definitely.
Yes, I bless up.
Yeah,
Say the
man.
word.
All right. Respect.
Yes, I. Yes, I
Thanks for
bless up.
having
Okay.
me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.